today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Up past the 30 to the 31.
Number 21, the ball carrier. The tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Play to the running back.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Short a check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 60 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Third and goal from the 6. They'll run with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Tackle made at his own 2-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 98 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the 2nd longest in NFL history.
Ahman Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
And just face it, no matter who was running the ball, for that distance, give them some oxygen as well as the touchdown. What a play.
And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now this throw caught left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Two and now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And down he'll go at the 25. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds his target, it's Crowder. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first down.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, run throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll look downfield for it's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Daniel Carlson.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we'll see what the big tight end Mike Gesicki and the rest of the offense has in store. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Man, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to throw.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Tua going to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
1st and 10.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level, and it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
1st and 10.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Here's Jacobs. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Going deep here for Parker. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Max Crosby. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. McCann's kick up and good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Good job.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
It's a gain of...
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. And it's caught by Water out left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a slant held in by Ruggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Now Carr again. That's going to be too high. And incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up
now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he's got his man tied in. Over the middle, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
And again this time to the tail end. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, to a hit, and the ball is out.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
McCann's kick up and good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact that you said we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Reception here by Ruggs. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 73 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
For the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Miami set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big... Devontae Parker! And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The handoff to Josh.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Byron Jones.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
21. It's a gain of
Facing
8.
a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 21-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. From left side here, and it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Complete to Kendrick.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Powers through again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he puts it through. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
It wasn't so much that looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. To throw his car. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And 6.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw, Carr. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the lead is up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
56. Dolphins 42. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
42.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they're into the win column now as they move.